Welcome back. Please join me first in welcoming Malam Garba Kofi is the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of APT Securities and Funds Limited, member, Nigerian Stock Exchange. Malam, you're welcome.
You are welcome. I'm happy to be with you.
Also join me in welcoming our friend Aruna Kibera. Aruna Kibera is the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Global View Capital Limited, also member Nigerian Stock Exchange, or member Nigerian Exchange Group, whichever way. Aruna, you're welcome.
Thank you for always having me.
All right, let's quickly go straight to business because we've got a lot to do, and some of them are actually take a little bit of our time. They actually require such expanded explanation and discussion. Well, we start. Aruna, will start from you because you are the economist here. The Central Bank of Nigeria retains MPR at 11.5% for the sixth consecutive time. At the end of its two-day meeting on Tuesday of last week in Abuja, the central bank governor, Godwin Emefiele, mentioned that members of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria unanimously voted to retain the monetary policy rate at 11.5% while keeping all other monetary parameters constant. This will be the sixth consecutive time this year that the rates remained unchanged. So I put it to you, how well can we say that central bank's economic policies have stabilized the Nigerian economy such that it should warrant six consecutive meetings without an adjustment in rates?
You know, I think what we know is that we do not change a winning formula, and policies are judged by the outcome. And we discovered that for while CBN discovered that it's not only through monetary policy that they can achieve development in the system, they went into intervention by empowering our farmers to be able to produce those goods that we produce outside. And if you look at it, MPR was reduced 12.5 to 11.5 2020, and the GDP was having a negative growth of minus 3.62. We know exactly what the GDP is as we speak. And inflation is moderated. Inflation started the year 18.17%. And as at the last print, inflation was 50.99%. Even when the naira has been technically devalued, we can see that because of growth in our reserve, which is as a result of the oil, because the benchmark for the 2021 budget was $40, and the oil is hovering around $84. And so the CBN can have enough money to defend the naira and the FX and the I and E window. So when all these things are working and the rates in the money market are encouraging, company results that being released for Q3 are encouraging, and the capital market is growing. So why should they change it? What they actually wanted to do by reducing it from 12.5% to 11.5% to make money available in the risk sector to crash cost of funds. And actually there is a growth from the numbers that are being released from MBS. It shows that the economy is growing.
Malam, on paper, we can say the economy is growing on paper, but in practical sense, with what you and me know, with what we see generally among the people, with what we hear from people, with what we see, can we really say that the economy is growing such that we warrant the central bank retaining rates for six straight period?
Well, I agree with you that you cannot say so. But I'm not surprised because I remember during the same this governor, there was a time he sustained this rate for 30 months, 30 consecutive times. And this to tell you that is not the practice of in economics. Economics temper with the variable because once you temper with the variable, the outcome change. And what an economics is after is the changes of the outcomes, so that whether good or bad, he will just trigger it. And that is why you see during the previous two governors, they always tamper with this rate because they are interested of the outcomes, not consistent. So I will say that I'm not surprised Yes, the outcome, but I can tell you quite a number of the outcome is not because they sustain the monetary policy. It's just I see it as somebody have exhausted all his wallet, and therefore there is nothing to do. Because the truth of the matter that intervention is more of the fiscal policies. I see trillions of naira being issued through the intervention. If CBN has to do that, what is the function of the banks?
Well, we'll still find time to talk about that at another time.